Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. This morning my wife accidentally burned her fingers. Not bad enough to go to the hospital, but bad enough to cause her to be in a lot of pain and discomfort. So I ran over to the shop and got some of the water gel, burn gel out. Basically this is just lidocaine. She was ever so happy to get it. There's a lot of other products on the market that have something similar to that. I do have a little container of something that's more of a same thing, but it was a lot older. But we used this burn gel. I knew exactly where this stuff was, so I ran and got it. But I got to thinking, in an emergency, if I was the one who got hurt, my wife has no idea where in the medical supplies these would be found. So I went ahead and got everything out and got it into one place. And I went ahead and got one container for it, and I wrote on it, if you can see that, burn kit. So all this stuff is going to go in here so she will know where it is. Normally you won't need all this stuff, but if you do, it's nice to have it in one location. And when you have grandkids and you heat with wood and you have a wood stove, and you live out in the country, there's always that chance of getting injured, getting hurt, and a burn is like probably the worst thing. It hurts a lot. I've seen a lot of burned bodies, some completely burned where they're totally unrecognizable as a human, and I've seen a lot of burns that needed medical care immediately, more than we could do here. But I want to get this together because with the coronavirus, people in China could get burned every day. And would you like to go to the hospital being exposed to the virus unnecessarily? So having some stuff at your house where you can treat some minor burns is nice to have. So I got it together. I'm going to add some more stuff to this kit and it'll all go in that bag. The wife will definitely know where it is. My wife used this and she's applied it I think twice for sure. And she says immediately, because it has lidocaine in it. So I went out and I purchased, they have this stuff in a bottle. This is just a 1/8 ounce. I went ahead and bought the 4-ounce bottle so she can have that in her cabinet here. And then I bought a 2-ounce spray. So it's similar to this, but it's in spray. So I will be getting that. I bought it through Amazon. I'm going to put a link in the description. Full disclosure, I'm getting absolutely nothing. You hit the link, you'll go to what I bought. I get nothing from Amazon. I don't have any type of financial interest. But my wife was so happy with this product, I said, you know what? Let me do a video and just let people know. There's some other products on here. Basically, they're water gel burn dressings. These are some of the larger ones they have. And this one's a face one. I found that very interesting. And then you can see this is a larger one and some smaller ones. Basically, what these are, this is in case you cannot apply water to your burn, trying to cool it down. You can use these, or if you did apply water to the burn, you can apply this and transport the person to the hospital to get care. These will continue to cool, and they also give some protection from getting dirt inside your burn. So I found these would be very helpful. If you don't have these, basically what you're going to do is cool the best you can. Now, you can use these products for thermal or chemical, but if you had a chemical, you would definitely prioritize is getting the clothes off the victim, because you don't want to leave any of the chemical in their clothes, which would continue to burn. So basically, that's what these are for. Cut the clothes off. Get those clothes off the chemical burn. Typically you're going to apply water 99% of the time, but there are chemicals you wouldn't want to do that to, but you're going to have to know what you're dealing with. But for the most part, the average person out there in their home or in their garage, water would be fine. So get the clothes off of them, get that chemical away from their skin, and then use water and flush their body a lot, trying to get that water or get that chemical to stop burning. Then with a chemical burn you can then apply these, and that will continue the cooling process and also give them some protection from getting dirt inside their wound. These are the same thing. I've never tried one of these, this different company, but my wife is very happy with me. I earned a lot of brownie points today by having this handy for her. Also, I have only one, is a sterile burn sheet. I could have used this in actual real world situation. We were in Iraq at a location, and I got a call on the radio. We basically had 3 3 squads, and we were located about a half-mile apart guarding a facility, a chemical facility, and one of the squads had a serious soldier burned from a Molotov cocktail. Very, very bad. They called in on the radio, came to our location. We called the medevac in. I knew something was wrong when the Humvee came in as fast as that Humvee could drive. I knew it wasn't, hey, just a little burn. And that soldier was burned severely, some on his face, his groin, his stomach, his, I can't remember if it was left or right arm, severely burned. So severely burned, all we did was we took a poncho liner and covered him up and put him on the medevac bird. This would have been very helpful because the poncho liner was definitely not clean, but we did not have time to wrap him, and all we had was regular gauze, and he was in so much pain. We didn't even have a medic on scene. I was the highest really trained medical person on the scene, which was so scary. He was severely injured, and to this day I don't know if he survived or not. To be honest with you, I don't want to know that, because right now in my head he's still alive. So having burn equipment is important. I'm putting this in a kit. I'm going to try to add a few things to it. I'm going to add a few surgical masks, because if you have a severe burn, I don't want to be breathing into it, just to try to lessen that chance of infection. What else should I add to this kit that I would not normally have in my other first aid kit that would be very helpful the moment someone got burned? So consider, do you have a burn kit that's just for burns? If you don't, I would highly recommend at least getting some of this burn gel. It will definitely come in handy, especially if you have children. Anything to relieve the pain of our little loved ones is important. This is probably more important now with this coronavirus, because if it comes to the United States, do you really want to take someone to the hospital if you could sort of give them some relief at the house? Thanks for watching.